All right, there we go. All right, I think I got it. Sort of. There we go. Oh man. Well, I went to go start the stream, and it turns out my camera was going bonkers because today I lost power to the shop here a whole bunch of times. I had some small construction problems earlier today. I moved my saw. Long story short, I moved my saw to a different location because I was cutting up a bunch of pieces of wood for a project, and for some reason, it kept tripping the GFI in here. And I still don't know why. I still don't know why that is. I'll hunt it down someday and find out what it is. But today I opened all of the outlets. Everything's wired correctly. Everything checks correctly. Nothing is backfeeding. There's nothing weird going on. And for some reason, every time I run the saw off the outside power, it's tripping the GFCI in my office, which is weird because it's not even on the same circuit. It's not tripping a GFI anywhere else. And it's weird. It's a weird vibe. But as you guys will notice, we're going to play some Risk tonight, and we're going to stream a little bit and talk some trash to each other, as it were, because why not? Because it's Wednesday, and the daughter is not here. The daughter is gone. The daughter is out gallivanting around with the grandparents. So Olivia's not here, so I don't have to be all that wary of what is going on in the house because the 5-year-old's not here. You know what I mean? So we're just waiting for people to fill up this game here, and then we'll start a game once it's full. I don't know why it's not filling up, but well, probably because it's Wednesday night at 10:54. And it's 10:54 on the West Coast, so my guess would be most people are sleeping because it only gets later the more East Coast you go. And then there's a big giant ocean. There's a big giant ocean between here and the next large population. Japan? I'm not sure what time of day it is there. I think it's early morning. No, it's early morning in Europe, right? 9 hours ahead. So there it would be like 8 in the morning in Europe. So, yeah. Oh, we need a Risk Fam link. Believe it or not, there is a large online Risk community with people that use all sorts of bots in the chat and all sorts of stuff like that. They're very active. They have a lot of Discords. They have a lot of things going on. They have a lot of goofy tournaments and stuff. And I think people that follow my channel will be like, "Why don't you play in the tournaments?" Namely, this. Multiple reasons, but we'll start at the top. There's no verification. There's no verification on whether or not somebody's cheating or not within this game. A lot of it is they're requiring players to self-report if somebody seems like they're cheating, and then they'll look into it. Like hacking this game is incredibly easy. Some folks have posted a bunch of videos onto YouTube even on like how to hack this game. And the reason for that is mainly because this game is hosted on the player's side when it's your turn. Kind of interesting. If you don't really know too much about computers, which I put myself in that same group, I would put myself in that same group that doesn't know that much about computers, but this game is hosted on the player side. And so when it comes to placing troops and attacking and stuff like that. That's all happening like on your end, as opposed to the server end, right? The server that's hosting the game. And the reason it's configured that way is because people are playing all around the world, and it needs to do that so that it can function properly. That's the way that they programmed it originally. And right now, they've been spending months and months and months figuring out how to get past those network issues. And they haven't gotten past those network issues yet. And I think they said at the beginning of the year they're going to get past those. But right now, the tournaments are based on like self-reporting from people that like host these tournaments. Like people have decided to organize and like, we're going to host a tournament and this is what's going to happen. And then people self-report on the results and stuff like that. And, you know, it leads to a lot of drama in a way, right? Like you don't know if your points were recorded, you know, correctly, or if somebody that's hosting the tournament decides they're going to change how they're going to they change how they're going to score the tournament, and that can be a big problem. And so my reasoning for not playing the tournaments is because SMG, the company that owns this game and hosts this game and blah, 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 they haven't put on a tournament that is anonymized, right? So one of the big issues with these like self-reported tournaments and people playing within the tournaments is that they're not anonymous when playing them, right? So like if you're a famous streamer, or even if you're just like a middling, if you're somebody who just streams on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, and you're playing in the game, it will influence other people playing in the game to be like, well, I want this person to like me, right? I don't know why that's the case, but that's how people will generally interact. So, and you will know like your friends. If you happen to be playing in a game with your friends, you'll play and do things that are favorable to your friends because that's how humans interact regularly anyhow. So they haven't figured out a tournament. They haven't hosted a tournament that was anonymous, right? And because of that, I haven't played in a tournament because it's not anonymous, right? And, you know, I don't think it's fair for people to play in tournaments that don't have the anonymous aspect in them, right? Where am I at? Where am I at on the screen here? I'm going to make sure I'm in the right spot. All right. Of course, Vicky asks me to bring her Tylenol. Let's see, I'm fourth. I'll have a second here to figure it out. All right, where am I on the map here? Do we even know? I should move myself to the side. There we go. Okay. Although I cover up myself in the cards. Oh, but see, the edge of the green screen's right there. Oops, that's why. Okay. Now I know why I cut my arm off. I need to move the camera like over there. And I haven't done it yet. Let's see. No. Fourth. Going here fourth. Not a good idea because purple. Wow, this... I have like nothing but terrible cap choices. Terrible choices, which means I go here. I mean, I technically have more material over here. All right, we're going here. This is an awful cap, but we're playing a round of awful cap here. Okay. Hello, everybody. Skog Shrimp and Stuff. What's up, buddy? New Local Austin, Witchy Cat, Carson Anderson. What's up, buddy? I'm also in the green room on Discord. If anyone wants to call in and chat, it is available. Oh, well, obviously blue's going to hit my 3 here, or maybe not. I don't know. Purple is in Australia doing something. Where do they fortify to? They didn't fortify to any. Oh, they fortified over here. I wonder if they're over here somewhere. Very interesting. I'll call after I make popcorn, so it's not as loud and fun side effects. Yeah. Actually, recently we got some kettle corn in a bag. I think it's called Boom Pop or Boom Bada Bing Pop or something. I forget what it's called. Bada Bing Bada Boom Pop. I don't know. It has a name. Chicky Boom? I don't know. Can this go lower? No, it can't. I was hoping that it would be down like that, but it's not. Would it be down like that? I don't know, but it's not. Yeah, we got some of that kettle corn in a bag, so it's ready to go. So you don't really have to mess around with it. My God, are you a bot? What are you doing? Scooby Snacks. Put all of his troops here. Okay, that was very weird. Is he in Mexico? I wonder. Yeah, we may never know. I guess let's find out. Purple's over there. I don't know. Let's just go all 10 here. Yes, he's right there. Well, that's crazy. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got ourselves a problem here. Green, Captain Mexico, and what's it called on this map? I'm in northern USA. Fuck. All right. Shit. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. We'll have to give him the old. We'll have to dab him up. We'll give him the fist bumps. We'll have to give him the fist bumps next turn, I guess. Or maybe he's going to roll my capital. I don't know. We'll see. Is there any other kind of mayhem that I could create? So I can't really go South America because obviously green has access to South America. For some reason, orange has... Oh. Orange spawned as a bot. Okay. Okay. Orange didn't ready up. We're playing a five player and a bot. So we got to figure out where the bot's cap is, and I think it's probably right here. In Brazil. Eastern Brazil. I would guess. I would wager. What the hell is purple doing? Just hitting my 2 down there for no reason? Okay. I'm playing with some real... some real weirdness tonight. Even I can't bring myself to have kettle corn for dinner. I mean... The idea of having kettle corn for dinner is probably better than how you would actually feel. You probably would feel awful, would be my guess. So black is down here. Black is in South America. Purple's up here, but they just took over Australia. Okay. just hit a capital right there? Hit a -5. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, what that guy just hit. Okay. Orange is a bot. We're going to hit this too. We're going to see what's going on up here. There's a 4 and a 1 and a 1. Man, how does Orange have all these troops everywhere? What's this? Nothing? Okay. I'm a bit lost. I'm a bit lost as to what people are doing in this game so far. Blue's taking Europe. Oh, I haven't even told you guys what the bonuses are. 7 for South America, 4 for North America, 4 for Western Arctic, otherwise I call it Canada, 4 for Northern Europe, 7 for mainland Europe, 6 for North Africa, 6 for South Africa, 7 for Western Asia, 7 for Russia, 9 for Eastern Asia, and 5 for Oceania, otherwise known as Australia. The map's kind of broken up a little bit differently. It's called Earth 2029. Like, this is the Earth. Yeah, 100 and... what's the math on that? 87 years or something? I don't know. Let's just call it 200 years. It's like a base Earth 200 years from now. Like, this is what the layout will look like. I don't know. But it's a pretty fun map because it has a lot of territories, has a lot of bonuses. You can definitely occupy and take up quite a bit of space, and things get a little bit spicy. And the end game is what I really like because it's really challenging when you're in a one-on-one, 1v1, and somebody has 40% of the board, you have 60% of the board, something like that. And you're having to go around and break all their bonuses and do all that stuff. It's a pretty action-packed ending. So that's one of the reasons I like playing this map and how big it is. You know, I like playing on the big maps, especially for the reasons that I highlighted just a second ago. Let's see. What's black doing? What's everybody getting? I should probably be keeping track of that. 5, 6, 5. No one has Orange is getting 6. Orange still has their capital, wherever their capital is. I don't know if anyone knows where it is yet. I figured Orange's capital would be right here in eastern Brazil because this 7 you'd think would have moved off from there, but nope. You figure somebody would be touching it by now. Well, I'm just going to keep hitting the bot out of here because I don't think people can get too mad at me for hitting the bot. Of course, I'm losing a troop. Next turn, I could potentially take the Canada, although there is still a bot Orange 1 up there. So maybe they'll put all their troops up there. Does Blue have Europe yet? Yes, they do. Great. We're going to have Blue rampaging around. So the weird thing is that Purple's up here in Russia. And for reasons unbeknownst to me, they're not taking Russia. I don't know why. For some reason they aren't. And somehow Orange still has troops down in Australia. Orange started with 12 troops. Orange has won the battle for Australia. Their capital must be down in Australia. And somehow, but purple's just a goof, I think. All right, so I think next turn I'm going to run down into Australia and see if I can't seize the capital. Because orange is still attacking down here. They got 12 troops last turn. They're attacking away on this 7. So their capital is not right here. I do not understand what purple is doing, but I don't always have to understand what purple's doing. Black is going to take South America here, right? They're finally going to take South America. The thing is, like, I could run across here and go up and take Western Europe. Is that what they're calling it? Northern Europe. But I've got green down here. And I really have the feeling that if I run across here and don't come back with enough troops, that that green's going to take my capital. What did green just do? Oh. Well, I guess I get a free capital. Okay, we'll do this then. All right, we'll do that. Okay, green left. Attacked black. I don't know if black quit. Yep, black quit. Green does not have this bonus down here. They're still just going to get 5. Blue is going to get a bunch. Orange, we still don't know where orange's cap is. I have a bonus now, so we'll see if I make it through this turn with a bonus. We may never know. There. Meh. I feel like I'm not quite dark enough. There we go. Am I dark enough now? Or am I too dark? I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. Did somebody just break me? No. Okay. Huh. I was about to be pissed. Okay. Orange got 13 troops. I don't know how orange is getting 13. I thought they had Africa or Australia. But then purple came in from over here. So then I was thinking maybe they were over here, but purple came in from over there. So I don't know. I don't really know what the hell's going on right now. Where are people? Where are they? Where are the people? Where are they at? I don't know. They're doing stuff. Should I make myself bigger? Ah. Oh, I'm like, there we go. So purple came in here. How did they go in there? How does purple keep having troops down here? This makes no sense. It makes no sense that purple keeps having troops down here. He just came off of his capital with a 5. Huh. Does orange have North Africa? I don't know. Orange is getting a lot of troops. Green's getting 5. They are in They're in northern Brazil. I keep calling this eastern Brazil because it is the easternmost, but the game calls it northern Brazil. Green's here now, so we have to be cognizant of whatever Green's doing down here. But I also want to see what's going on down here. I'm going back to my capital because I have no idea what the hell is happening. Blue is in Europe, and that makes sense. I didn't want to go up in here into northern Europe because I feel like blue would break me, but I'm not really sure what blue is doing. They're leaving 7s on their border up here, and their capital is down here in Iberia. So once I have enough troops, I'll actually just go through here and start clearing out blue from Western Europe here and get rid of their bonus. They're not going to have any bonus anymore, but it seems like they must be clearing out Africa. Orange is still getting 6. I do not understand. This is crazy. I don't know. Not so fun fact, I heard today the barrier reef is dying off even faster in the last decade due to accelerated heating of the oceans. Yeah, and acidification is a compounding problem also. That is also a big issue with the ocean. You know? And the reefs. Once the seawater starts acidifying, aka more CO2, right? It starts compounding how badly things start going. So purple's gonna come over here. Okay, you're coming over. You're gonna come say hi. Okay, there's my capital. So you shouldn't hit an 8 on 8 with a capital. Started with 6 troops, but somehow had a 10 here? How did... Oh, he traded. Okay. You can't have that bonus. Yeah, that's a no. I don't know what purple thinks they're doing. They think they're some kind of hotshot. Damn it. I was thinking last turn I should hit that black 2 out of there. Go up. Aha, perfect. Okay. I got lucky on that one. What's going on with green? They're probably going to take South America now. But we want green to just keep going out this way and messing with whatever blue is doing. Because I think blue is going down here, taking over Africa. So this turn I get my trade, which is going to be worth more than I expected. Oh, because there's a bot. We definitely want our bonus troops on Central America because we have a capital there. Okay. We're gonna throw that there. 12 there. 9 here. There we go. All right, we've captured Australia. We beat back purple a little bit. We got purple out of here. Blue, what's blue doing? Blue started with 20. They just got a stack of 35 to put down somewhere. So blue's looking a little bit dangerous. It looks like green didn't do the damage that I had expected. I had expected green to do some damage down here. But blue looks to be playing pretty conservatively. I think they're playing like they're playing fixed, a game of fixed bonuses. Fixed card trades, right? I think that's what they're playing, like that. They're like bordering with a bunch of troops, you know. Purple can break me down here. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, I hadn't thought about that. I left that 5 up here, and I kept thinking that Hawaii connected to Central America. So, oh, purple with a trade. What are they going to do? That's okay, because they can come down here and mess with some stuff, but I'm still going to get a bonus. I still have two capitals. I don't think they'll be able to take a capital, but you never know with how my capitals have been performing. They've been performing less than admirably lately, and we'll see how that goes. We're going to hit a 14 capital? I don't think so. Go back home. Go back. Oh, you did. And you lost. You lost all your troops. Oh, my God. We've defended well. We had a 14 capital. They hit us with 15. They lost 15. We lost 8. All right. They left a 5 up here for some reason. I don't rightly know why. I still have 19 territories and a bonus and 2 capitals. So I think we'll be all right. I don't know. How much are we going to get? 5, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? I think we get 15 this turn. If that's the case, we'll be doing fine. I'm drinking Corvus, and it's not the usual coffee we have. It's very bland. It's very bland tasting and flat. There's no flavor. Well, that sucks. I don't think anybody likes that. Well, let's see what we can do here. So we're not too worried about black breaking us. I wonder if orange is over here. How much did orange get? Orange got 6 last time, right? Okay, we just have to blast purple a little bit. There we go. We just have to blast purple a little bit and put them back in their place. Put them back in their place a little bit. That's weird. I'm not a big fan of bland coffee myself, but yeah. What do the snowflakes mean? Oh, the snowflakes are a blizzard. That means that area is a blizzard, and it's impassable, impenetrable, and there's nothing you can do with that territory. So when there's a blizzard on there, that means... So the idea behind there is that, like, the weather's too bad, so you can't move your troops through, right? So that area... Now, it's weird that there would be a blizzard in Africa, but that territory gets blizzarded out. It's one of the settings that it's one of the add-on settings that you can add for modifiers in your games. You can choose to add them or choose to not. Did purple bot? Nope. And they went for a less than 100%, even though they had a 3 right here. They could have put those 5 troops on the 3, and it would have been an 8v3, which is 100% attack, and they could have gotten a card. Purple didn't even get a card this last turn. That's crazy. They're going to lose faster than the bot. Ooh. Green's getting 15. We got to give him a well played. Which we will. We'll give him a well played. We'll let him know. Yeah, it sucks, but it's better than not having any coffee. Yeah, that's true. I know it's your morning right now, right? You're just getting to work. If you guys don't know, Carson works the graveyard shift, or the like late night graveyard. He works the graveyard shift, so when you see him out walking around during the day, he's doing the day walk. He's a day walker. He turns into Blade. So this guy's getting 15. We'll put that there. 2 more there. And we desperately have to see what's going on down here with orange. Like, orange is getting a bonus, and it's crazy. And we don't know why. All right, I'm going to go back here and see what's going up. See what's going on in over here. Siam. Shandong is right up here, in case you were wondering. Anybody that was wondering, Shandong is right up there. I think I have music playing, don't I? It's pretty quiet. All right, now I can hear it. Can you guys hear it now? I don't know. We'll find out. I think you turned into Blade during the day. Oh, fucking sweet mother of God. Hello. That was so loud. It scared the bejeebus out of me. There we go. Hello?
I think I'm going to change my name to Sweet Mother of Pearl, since that's how you greet me every time I call in.
Well, it's so loud. I don't understand why it's so fucking loud.
I don't know. I am not in control of your ear hole settings.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I understand, but
I know.
I don't know why it's so fucking loud. It's crazy. I don't know. Okay, give me a mic check.
Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, there we go. All right. I don't know. Well, now I can't hear the game sounds. Hold on. Okay. I think I can.
So do these games typically take longer? These world domination games versus the European?
This is just a different map. That's all it is.
Oh, yeah, I know. Hi, Carson.
New South Wales, Quebec, Chile. All right. So I'm playing the exact same game. It's just we're on a different. Yes. So
okay.
I'm playing the exact same game that I normally do. We're just not playing on the Europe map. Does that make sense?
No, it does. I just didn't know if it affected the length of time that it might take that long
Um,
because of more properties and more space, that kind of thing.
well, I mean, maybe to a degree.
Okay.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. I don't want to sound like I'm on reverb. It's probably because of the fan.
What's that?
Carson says I sound like I'm on reverb. It's probably because of the fan.
Oh. It doesn't sound that way to me. I wonder why. I wonder why you're sounding like you're on reverb. Well, I accidentally left my 15 right in front of blue. He's probably going to hit it. I was trying to find orange and talk to you at the same time.
I'll stop distracting you. I don't want to
No,
harm your
that's all right.
stats.
No, I mean, it's all right. Like, yeah, we're playing the same game. We're just on a different map. Like, we're playing the same settings. We're just on a different map. That's the only thing that's different. So I wanted to kill orange because he was on 4 cards, and for some reason nobody else wants to seem to prioritize killing the bot. I don't know where the bot is, but the bots will show up now probably because he just traded for 45 troops. Oh, he was up in Shandong. He was hiding. He was hiding in Shandong. All right.
Well, does that really surprise anyone?
Well, at least now I know where the bot is, but Jesus. So the other bot is on 3. So if the bot doesn't trade, I want to kill black. Is my plan. And get their cards. And I won't have a trade, so that sucks, but I'll have a trade once I get their cards. Almost echoey. All right, Witchy Cat, why don't you disconnect and reconnect for us? All right, you're back.
I am.
I don't know if you still sound echoey. You don't sound echoey to me, so, you know. All right, well, I don't have a trade to kill the black bot, but I opened my capital, so we'll take what we can get. Okay, so we'll see what we can do here. Are you gonna go up? No. Oh. Okay. All right, with 29 troops, let's see if we can't kill this automated bot. And that was that. Tank O got murdered. Let's see. What cards do we want to use? Oh, I don't have India. I won't have Brazil. Siberia, India, Southern U.S. Okay, we'll do that. We're just gonna keep messing with purple because we kind of have to at this point. I'm gonna put that there. This here. Then we're gonna do that. Okay. So we unfortunately have to leave the 15 in front of blue because blue has a big stack right here in Egypt for some reason. They're playing this game like it is fixed. Like it's a game of fixed. Like they have to have this bonus. But as you can see from my last card trade, I got 50 troops from trading in 3 cards because this is progressive. And blue is playing like this is not progressive, which is interesting. Orange is all right here now. So The reason I say it's interesting that blue is playing that way, because it's interesting because it tells me that they probably don't know the settings that they're playing.
Which one would think is a distinct disadvantage?
Yeah, I mean, it generally means that they're probably not that good. They're probably not that good of a player, right, of online Risk, because they seem confused, right? Like, you're playing the wrong settings. Green seems to know sort of what they're doing. Like, they've made decisions that I would consider sometimes to be sort of suspect, but like they've also like made decisions and then just gone with them. So normally that's a sign of a fairly good, at least somebody who like knows what they're doing. Whether the theory that they're following through on is like the best advice or not, who knows, but they're basically playing kind of strangely. See, and here's going to be the real issue for blue, is that I essentially now have just like a monumental stack of troops that I can put right here and break all of their bonuses. But I would say it's probably in my best interest to kill purple right now if I can. Yeah, like that. Give herself a better chance for a trade next turn. So with blue here, we're just gonna slap out some of blue's stacks here. All right. So let's see what blue can do. So blue had like all of those troops up there, and I just deleted all of them with a trade, because I basically got a card trade last turn. Did they? Oh, they quit. And then they quit. So, like I said, it's generally a sign of somebody who's not that seasoned of a player, because they didn't seem to understand the settings that we were playing. Now, the interesting part is here with them botting out, they're probably breaking more than blue probably would have broken had they actually stayed online and played. So they've taken Europe as a bot, and they broke my Russia, and they all moved up north. So green is going to get a free capital from blue down here in Iberia, which is, what does that mean? Like, is that like the old name for Spain? And they're getting a trade, so they're gonna let's see how good green is here. Green's not very fast either. Witchy Cat sounded like a grocery store PA. Whoever won a red Dodge truck, your lights are on, manager to produce. Well, how does she sound now? I don't know. Witchy Cat's not talking anymore. She's being quiet.
The white zone is for loading and unloading only.
Hit it. Come on, green. Oh, he just stayed there. Okay. Let's see. He's got troops here. And that capital is there. I'm going to have to open a capital. That sucks. But I really wonder what he's got on the capital, so I guess it's probably a worthwhile time to go find out. Let's see, is this enough to... that probably is... This is probably enough. And then let's see what's going on over here. $54. $30. Okay. All right. Put these troops right back in here. And nobody can really hit them, but I'll be able to get them out. That'll be the whole point of hitting the troop, fortifying my troops back here to Saudi Arabia. So the reason for doing that is that green can't bring this. It'll take them a long time for them to get these capital troops over here to try and do something. They can't bring this capital over because they have this one right here. So they'll be able to bring their capital back down over here to like retake South America. Oh, man, they had a trade on 3. That's ballsy. Let's see how much he loses here. He's going to take this capital. All right, he only lost 20. That's pretty good. He lost 61. That's hilarious. Is he going to fortify? Where is he going to fortify to? Oh, from here to up there. Okay.
Dr. Corvus to OR1. Dr. Corvus to OR1.
Damn it, there's a horse in the hospital. Do you remember Dr. Octagon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paging the doctor to room 105. I wonder if 14's enough. We'll see. Let's give it a roll. Nope.
Our world is occupied.
The Blitz got it. Oh, man, we have another caller. Wesley. Oh, my God. What is Wesley doing awake? Oh, that's right. It's normal time for Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
That's right, Green. Get him. Do I have a trade? Nope, no trade. Okay. See if he forgets to fortify. Oh no, he's gonna come break my Australia. No! Yeah, he forgot to fortify. What a fucking guy.
Well, you're gonna lose a great rugby team, but win them back. Wesley, you're so silent.
Let's put it. Which capital gives me access? Probably this one. Damn it. The bot traded. It's going to take this capital. The bot's gone full violence.
Yo.
Oh, he lost 59. Lost 59. Wesley,
There he is.
what's up, man? What's going on?
So just dropped the baby off at the daycare, so now I'm working.
Ah, he's a free man. Except for work.
Forever chained to work.
How's fatherhood going?
Oh man, it's fun.
It's good so
It's
far.
just, yeah, I'm having fun. It's just really time consuming, and I'm still renovating this home, so it takes up a lot of time too.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
Playing Risk.
Are you streaming something?
What's that?
Streaming? On YouTube or Twitch?
Oh, I'm just playing on YouTube.
Okay.
And Risk, if you guys want to play it, it's on Steam. If anybody ever wants to play it. Oh my God, I just split like an idiot. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do what I just did. That's goofy. Oopsie doopsie. I didn't want to do that. I left 41 of my troops back here in friggin' Peru. Oh well. Oops, misclick.
They're gathering fish.
It could be. That could be what they're doing. It could be just like catching some fish. Catching some fish and scamming some YouTube people to sell them some plastic garbage from China. You know, the usual.
I wasn't gonna go there, but okay.
Reference to someone, or
What's that?
is that a specific reference to someone that
It
makes
could not specific to anybody specific. No.
Okay.
Heavens to Betsy. No, of course not. Oh, where'd my chat go? Oops, I clicked on the window and it went behind. Who invented that feature? Somebody did. Like if I click on a different window, that window goes behind it, you know? And then it's lost and I can't click it. What did he just do? Did he just try to hit my capital? He did. He tried to hit my capital. He's a special boy, that green player. Let's see. We can probably take that capital. Oh my God, here comes blue again. Oh, is blue going to take their capital back? Let's see. Algeria to Iberia. Is it going to do it? It did it to me. Blue did this to me earlier when I had their cap. Boom! That's what we're talking about. Let's give him the laugh.
That's funny. I was kind of enthused to see a featured tour of aquariums in today.
Was there one? Who did that?
Nick, keeping fish simple.
Oh, that
He's
guy?
finally getting stuff out from his trip over here.
His
It was a
American
nice
tour.
change.
The Aussie guy, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aquarium Zen is actually it's a pretty cool store. It's well put together. Steve Bearteach is the owner. Or, no, not Steve Bearteach. Steve, what the hell's his name? Steve Waldron. Steve Waldron's the owner. And he's a pretty good guy. He's kind of a unique character, which, of course, like any character that owns, or any person that kind of owns a very specific store like that is going to be a fairly unique character. Like, that's just kind of the nature of the business when you own like a really specific business like that. Like, they're going to be
very niche to his niche.
yeah. Yeah, so it's like I think most of his like sort of unique characteristics are just like, yeah, it's because you're just like a total fish nerd and you've invested in doing this, right? And so I don't know. I've definitely seen him around a bunch of times. I've definitely talked to him a bunch of times. Don't know the guy, but definitely seen him around a bunch. That's for sure. And he's always at the GSAS meetings. Or not always, but he's often at them. Would be disingenuous to say that he's always at them. Let's see. Let's see here. We gotta at least do the decent thing here for green.
I definitely like some of his philosophies on, how he kept his tanks and why he kept them the way he did and that type of thing. So that was cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen that video. I'd be interested to check it out. As you guys know, I am not really subscribed to a lot of like fish content creators. Mainly because like I'm just not all that enthusiastic about all of the never-ending drama it seems to be. So I think I gave green second place there because blue had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I think I gave green second place, but who knows? It was only a 5-player game. 2 novices, 2 beginners. We're just slapping noobs around tonight. Just giving the noobs the old hanky-panky. Yeah, what's our current record? 316 and 405. That's not great. But yeah, Aquarium Zen, like if you're in Seattle for whatever reason and you're a fish person and you like aquascaping and you like fish tanks and you like, clean, organized stores with interesting stuff in them, Aquarium Zen is it. I would say go there. It's really small. So I always tell people, I'm like, before you go, like, just understand that it is a small store. It's not very big. But like I said, every time I've been there, there's A, been something interesting. B, it's been clean and presentable. C, most everything that was there was healthy and in good shape. Prices, I have no fucking clue. I don't know. They could be $1 billion, could be $0. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good deal to go there or anything like that. I've never like really looked at any of the pricing or any of that kind of shit. So, but my expectation, it being a higher end store, it's close to Seattle, like it's down in Roosevelt,
North
and
End.
yeah, it's in the north end. It's close to U District, Roosevelt, that little area right there, which is not a cheap place to have a store. Like, it's pretty expensive. I live the better part of 50 miles away from Seattle, and it's expensive. So, just to give you an idea, you drive 50 miles closer to Seattle, it gets that much more expensive. So, I wouldn't expect the prices to blow your mind, but the selection is good. It's healthy. It's clean. Nice store. It's but it's also smaller than I think people then I think people's expectation. It's very much not a big store. So I think if you were there and there were 10 other customers, it's like crowded, you know.
It
But
definitely looked crowded with them trying to film because it was Nick and his camera guy, and of course Steve and Dean was there, and some random kid that kept popping in, looking shocked when there was a camera in front of him, turning around and running away.
right. Interesting.
Well, Dean ferried Nick around most of his trip here. He kind of sponsored him.
Oh yeah.
So, of course, there's a lot of co-op videos. I think they've done at least 3 so far. That
Right.
I lightly skipped. But, yeah. So it's always interesting. Dean keeps coming up in my, you should make this Facebook friend. Oh, okay. He doesn't know me, so no, but thanks.
That's the weird thing. It's like, you should be friends with this person. It's like, well, why? I don't know them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always funny. I get everybody's random family members. I'm like, okay, no.
Mhm.
That'd be strange. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 12 days. 12 days left in season 18. I don't even know if I'm on the leaderboard. Oh, I'm at 931. Oh, I'm in the top 1,000.
We're cracking it hard. You didn't lose your grandmaster status, though. That's good. You had worried about that Monday.
Oh, here, look at this. A cheater is on the top of the board. A cheater is on the top of the leaderboard again. Say, profile cannot be loaded at the moment. Please try again later. Fucking hacker at the top of the board. Potato, this guy plays a lot of tournaments.
Didn't you play him in one of the games?
Potato? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I could have sworn there was a potato in one of the games we watched. But okay.
Well, there's definitely potatoes around, but not this one.
Okay.
Oh my God! Just wait to see how many games this person has played. There you go. 11,153 games on this account.
Wow, that is a lot of time spent.
That is a lot of time spent.
I mean, I play a lot of canasta, but nowhere near that much.
Well, this game has been around a long time. It's just become more popular in the last like 2 or 3 years. This online version has been around for a long time now. But in the last like 2 or 3 years, it's seen a huge surge in popularity because of like people YouTubing and people streaming and stuff and playing games. And playing games on stream, like what I'm doing right now. Now, obviously, we only have 10 people watching, but there are people that get 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people watching, and then guess what? A bunch of people start playing the game. You know, we're gonna wait and see if we can't find a 1v1 to play, because the 1v1s are pretty quick, and it's already midnight here where I'm at. So yeah, I just decided to stream tonight because I was like, the daughter ain't here. And Vicky can contact me if she needs help. Or if she has a nightmare. If she has a nightmare, she can find me, you know? Or call me with her phone. She has a phone. It's been kind of weird with the Olivia not being here for the last, 2 days. It is weird.
You notice the difference?
Oh, there's a big giant difference in the ability to like just do stuff, do things, way more or less things to think about, in the day.
No shuttling back and forth to pick up and drop off, and
yeah, no pickup, no drop off, no worrying about like, oh, dinner's got to be at 5:40, Like
Right.
dinner's got to be ready at 5:40. You know, otherwise the daughter's gonna go crazy because she's gonna be hungry.
Oh,
Let's see, who am I playing against
cool.
here? So the zombies are a robot, white's a robot, black's a robot, pink's a robot. Um, red is a real player. Red is a real human. Red is a real boy. Let's
He
see.
bleeds real red blood.
Olin Lopez from Puerto Rico. Ooh, somebody's been staying up late.
Probably.
So we got bot. What are the game settings? I didn't even look at them. Balance, blitz, fixed, zombies, fog of war, blizzards, portals off. No portals. Oh, black hit my 3. Oh, you
Right out of
bastard.
the gate.
Right out of the gate.
And you're last.
I'm going last, yeah,
Sucks
which
for
is
you.
with how small this map is, because this is the France map. What's it called? Well, we'd have to map France. Yeah, this is the France
There
map.
you
So you can see how small the France map is. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23.
Why does green have so many troops
Like-
and everybody else?
Only 29 territories, something like that. Only 29 territories. So it's not a very big map. If I was red right now, I would stack on this 4 and hit my 7 down. Oh, they're not doing it. Okay. Because what I need to do is get to this middle bonus. Limousine, Southern Auvergne, Northern Auvergne. And that my guess is that's what they just did, is went into the Central France bonus. It's 3 territories. It's 3 territories and it's 5 troop bonus, which is crazy. Ah, fuck! He's got a 15 right there.
Ruh-roh.
We got to try and roll it down. No! I'm
This
getting
is where calling in becomes a problem
I'm getting shit dice.
because we can't see. We can hear you going off, and it takes a while for us to actually see what it is you're talking about.
There's a 9. He's gonna win. I tried it. I tried to roll his troops down, and it didn't work.
Well, maybe he'll do something stupid.
Well, he's gonna hit my 9 with his
I
12.
know, but yeah. All right.
I mean, realistically, I could have fortified back up here, but the nature of these 1v1s, right, is that
Pulverize when you have the chance.
no, they're extremely fast game,
Okay.
and because like with the 2 people playing, you know that you're going to attack the other person and try and get position, right?
Right.
So like even if I survive the next round, which I won't, his 12 hitting my 9 and taking this center bonus means
Right.
that he's just going to win the game, period, right?
Right.
And I'm smart enough to know that, and I only have 1 card, so it's not like I'm going to get a trade or get some troops or something.
Right.
So
There's no escape.
and when he gets his troops, he's going to get 3 troops right now. The only thing that his move is right now is to hit my 9. That's it. That's all he has. That's the only, like,
Only play he has.
yeah, it's the only thing to do. Right? And there you go. And he did it. And he only lost 5. And he knows that I have 2 territories here because he can see with his 1, right?
Right.
And so it's like the nature of the 1v1s are they're super fast like that. So it's like there's really no reason to like do much else after that, right? It's like, well, fuck it. The only play that I had there was to go down and try and take that bonus, right? And if I didn't get that bonus, then my game's kind of screwed. But he had a 15 sitting right there, which is kind of crazy because I didn't even think that I had 15 troops to start with because I had a 7, a 6, and a 3. So I don't know. I basically started with 13 troops, or a 7, a 6, 16 troops. So I don't know. I had no expectation that he would have had a 5 down there.
Right.
Or that he would have had a 15 down there. Sorry, not a 5. I had zero expectation that he would have had a 15 down there. I would have thought he had like a 7 or a 9 or something like that. But yeah, good on him. But the reality there is that like he just got lucky and was able to consolidate his troops and make a 15, or he was cheating. I don't fucking know. Like,
Right.
but either way, at that point, it's like there's just nothing else I could do because, that game's already over. You know, it's like, all right, well, fuck it.
Right. Move on to
Currently
your better thing.
Here I start with 21 troops. 3-minute beginner, true random, inactivity, neutral. Okay. Is this fixed or progressive? Fixed. So I need to try and get a bonus, but my troops are all fucked up. There's not even a 1 I can... Oh, I can hit a 1 here. Okay. So I can maybe have a stack there. Not great.
No.
In fact, bad. Because this is true random dice, which means at any point in time you can get 100% screwed by the dice. You can lose, potentially you could lose 100 troops hitting a 1 in true random. Because the dice are rolling in a different way. See, that 3 hit my 2, they lost it all. This 4 hit that 1 and lost 1. True random, you get these insane dice rolls when attacking other territories. So you see some insane. I normally
play balance, right?
I normally play balanced blitz, yeah, because I have like a more of an expectation of like, okay, this is kind of what's gonna happen. Like, there's no guarantee with balanced blitz that you're like not gonna lose troops when you hit stuff, right? Like, you still can lose a bunch of troops.
Right.
But there's a point where the math works out that if you have this amount of troops, you'll be able to take that territory, right? So it's like if their defending territory has a 2, you could attack it with a 6. That will 100% take that territory. You might end up with only 1 troop left. Like, you might lose them in taking it, but you will take it. True random, there ain't no guarantees on anything. Like, just crazy shit happens in this. And Black has somehow already taken Australia and as a bot positioned itself in Siam to protect Australia, which is crazy. See, he hit my 4 there and only lost 1.
Right.
Hit the 2 and lost 1. So, yeah, I don't know. True random is buck wild, and I don't normally play true random, but this was the only 1v1 that was live. So I'm like, all right, I'll play this guy's weird ass settings, and it's a 3-minute timer too, which is fucking crazy.
Oh, so you've got to be, yeah. He doesn't want anybody dicking around.
No, he's fully allowing people to be dicking around.
Oh, 3 minutes
Like,
is a long time. I gotcha.
You have 3 minutes to take your turn.
The whole turn. Okay, never mind. I misunderstood.
No, I'm saying it's a 3-minute timer. I normally play 60-second timer.
Oh.
So it's 3 times the amount of time I normally allow, you know, in my turns.
When you set up, yeah.
Yeah. So 3 minutes is fucking crazy, but I don't know, maybe he's on a cell phone or something. He's already got South America. He was like poised to take South America. So he just spawned with a good spawn, but I'm over here just losing troops, hitting 1s, because like What did I hit? I hit a 1. I guess I only lost 2, but
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you get huge numbers of troops in the European. Well, that's capital. Though,
yeah,
so.
it's progressive. Progressive capitals, you have a lot more opportunities for shitloads of troops coming in, because I mean, you can do. I think the highest that the card trades go is, I think the maximum that you can get per card trade is 2,525. For some reason, that's the cap. I think that's what the cap is on trades. I've personally never allowed a game to go that far. Like, I'll just quit and go do something else. Like, I'm not playing a. I'm definitely not playing a. 13-hour game of Risk. Basically, like, if I get to the 2-hour mark or 2.5-hour mark, I'm like, all right.
Especially on 60-second turns.
Mhm.
With what's the max 6 players? Yeah, that would be. Boy.
It's just a long time. I mean, it's just an insanely long time to be just playing a video game. Like,
Now, have you ever done a tabletop or version? Do you?
I have.
Of video games?
I currently don't, but I certainly have. Like, when I was a kid, our favorite thing was to go on the ferry, the Edmonds to Kingston ferry, and play Risk. Because the boat back then, this is before 9/11, so you could actually just ride the boat back and forth because you're a walk-on passenger. You didn't have to take your car on and off. So when you paid to get onto the ferry, you could just stay on and ride the ferry all day, because they were like, you're a walk-on passenger. We don't care. Like, there's no, because one side of the ferry, there isn't even a fare for walk-on people.
Right.
The Kingston side, you could just walk on for free if you were over there. They were like, we don't even
Used to
charge.
do that with the Southworth boat.
Yeah, it's basically what they consider the return walk-on, on the return trip.
Yep.
They're
always
like,
free.
yeah, you can just walk on for free on the return trip, whatever they deem as the return. But nowadays they make everyone disembark.
Well, assholes. They want to sweep the boat and make sure it's clear. Yeah.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with like what the ferry system wants to do. It has everything to do with like 9/11, basically.
Yeah.
That's when they changed it. Was after 9/11, because maybe they think that someone was going to drive a ferry into a tower. I don't know, but
That's much more likely just from the ferry pilots. They're constantly hitting shit.
they're always crashing into the docks. That seems to happen a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Again, I used to ride the Southworth ferry all the time, and it'd be like, well, we were going to dock in Vashon, but
Yeah.
the dock is out. Okay. Actually, that ferry was always problematic because inevitably somebody on Vashon would have a medical emergency.
Right.
They'd be like,
Right.
We hope you don't plan on going anywhere today because, yeah. I do miss living over there. I miss the fog and the rain, and really miss the rain right now.
The boats and hoes.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Wesley left. We were too weird for him.
That's right. All this fairy talk. No pointed ears anywhere.
I don't know. I feel like I wasn't being very attentive. Was he talking about anything that I missed?
I didn't see him or hear him speak of anything. I think he's just working and listening.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he was saying that, like, yeah, it's the weird part of being a dad now is that, like, it's just never ending. There's always a thing. There's always something that you got to do.
Yeah.
Man, White's aggressive. I'm really hoping that Black gets a trade here
Takes
Nope.
out purple.
Yeah, but they're not. Purple's the only other person player, and they're hunting me
Right.
with this 9. And I've got a 13 stack here, but it is true random. So you never know what's going to happen. He could either hit my 13 and lose 1 troop, or he could just hit my 13 and lose all of them, and I lose none. So we'll see what happens. I was hoping to have a trade on 3. I don't have a trade on 3. I wasn't even in any kind of situation to get a bonus. And Purple's had a bonus the whole time. So he's got 30 troops to my 15 and a trade. And I didn't have a trade.
Yikes. Carson,
Well-
what do you do?
He only lost 10, hitting my 13.
You work in a hospital, I'm assuming.
I lost the 1v1.
Again?
Yep.
Not been your night.
Well, I mean, like I said, the 1v1s are like, they're super dependent on your spawn, right?
Right.
And by the way, I'm not playing any 1v1s that I'm hosting, right? I'm just playing whatever these
Right.
weirdos think their best chance of winning is, right? I'm playing the settings that they're setting up, right? Like this guy, Bruiser Sane, says 5 players on Alcatraz, progressive, true random, is his best chance to win, right? And I'm sure that they play these settings all the time. Like this is probably what they play all whenever they're on here. Is like,
Right.
I'm gonna play 1v1s. These are my settings, and I'm just gonna sit here and grind them. Because 9 times out of 10, whenever I find these accounts and go look up their account, right? Like this guy, the Bruiser Sane, I'll go look up their account, and it's like indicative of like, oh, they only play 1v1, and they've played, 900 games or something, right? And you're like, oh, so they just sit here and play this all the time, right?
Right.
So that's another reason why I think it's fun to play the 1v1, because these people are playing this all the time, and it's really interesting to see like,
What their patterns are.
yeah, like what are they doing, right? Like what is it that's so attractive to this? Like, why do they think this is so good? Like Orange right now is rolling 4v4s, which is insane. You never see a bot do that. It rolled a 4v4 against me here. It rolled a 4v4 against me over here. It rolled a 4v3 over here. It's rolled all these insane rolls that I've never seen bot do before. That was fucking crazy. I don't even know what to say about that. That was weird. I've never seen a bot do that. Huh.
And we're sure it's a bot. How can you tell that it's a bot?
It's an AI player,
Okay. Well, I mean, I know what it is. I just was wondering how you were able to tell which ones are bots and which ones aren't.
Their icon
Offhand.
has a
Okay.
little bot on them. The
Okay.
bots are like this. Look.
Oh, the little robots. That's right. I
Yeah.
see them now. Yeah. Wow,
Holy
Carson,
shit.
everything does right.
This is nuts. Fucking true random, dude. All right. Okie dokie.
You're stuck last again. Always with the last.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like, you play these 1v1s, it's just so spawn dependent. It's like, where did your troops end up randomly? What do your stacks look like? What do your stacks look like compared to the other player, right? Like,
Right.
if you're in a really disadvantaged spot, there isn't much that you can do. And especially like true random like this with the bots just slamming into each other and just doing all these crazy attacks and shit. Like, it's really like all dependent on your spawn. Like what happens when you roll. Like
Right.
this guy started with a 10. Now he has a 5. you know, like,
Goodbye,
but he
Steve.
has to
We'll
hit a
hope your
3.
coffee gets better.
He has to hit a 3 over here, which is fucking gonna be crazy. Who knows what that's gonna look like. I'm over here in this corner dealing with this red, or dealing with black,
Right.
and now black just hit my troops out of here. So, now I got to deal with potentially hitting a 5. So I have a 10 on 5, which might be okay in
Or you
somebody's
might lose
world,
a gazillion,
but
right?
I'll probably lose. So,
May your coffee improve, Scott.
all right. I don't know. So yeah, I mean it's really weird to be playing these 1v1s because like I said, I don't set up 1v1s for myself, and kind of the reason for that is like I want to play on what they think their best advantage is, right? Like I want to play with the person that thinks like this is my best chance to win this game.
Right.
These
'cause
are the
that's what gives you a
settings.
challenge.
Yeah, it's like these are the settings that like they think this is their best chance to beat whoever comes and plays them. So like that's why I think it's fun to play like this. Oh, Skoggs has got to go to work. Oh man,
All right. How much did
1
that
point,
cost?
1.5 million square foot hospital, 800 rooms keeps me busy. Everything breaks. That's true. Hospitals, everything breaks at the hospital. Every hospital. At every hospital, everything breaks. This
Yeah,
8.
my ex works.
Do not attack my 9. Okay. I was about to be like super pissed.
My ex works as an IT at Children's, and
Mm-hmm.
he's constantly like, and they got hit by the cloud strike issue as well.
Yeah.
So that was chaos.
Yeah.
Can't imagine having to deal with IT in a hospital was a down. Ugh. Freak out when it's my very small intranet at home, let alone an entire.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that would be like, you know, from a working standpoint. Like it was definitely bad enough for just regular people trying to do whatever because everything was all fucked.
Right.
But it definitely got to be unique. Like I work at the bank and the bank's all fucked, you know? like
Right.
like what?
What was 1929 like again? I don't
Yeah.
want to remember.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody have an abacus? An abacus for what?
Right.
For the stock market. Like what? The fuck?
That would be hilarious.
So I have a
Had
trade.
to laugh.
I have a trade,
ahead.
but it's essentially useless to have a trade right now because it's progressive. So the early trades are going to be dependent on the other bots and stuff getting trades.
Right.
Damn it. I was hoping he would hit that guy's 2. Fuck, I can't hit a 4. How can I get in his way more? I really don't think that I can. I had to risk it. I had to risk it with the 2 split there. I only attacked with 2 troops, so that I could leave a 2 down there instead of a 3, so I could at least have a 10 down here and get
Right,
a bonus.
down with them. There you
Yeah.
go.
Man, I was really hoping that these bots would have hit Red's troops out of here, but does not seem to be the case. Are they going to do a 4v3? Fuck. Just getting smoked. He's got a 9. He's got a 9. Where's he going to put it? 7 here. 4 there. Okay. So his 2... Oh, I took out my 3. You bastard.
Uh-oh.
Didn't even lose anything. Lost 0. Okay, black. Hit that 2 up there. Leave my 5 alone. Okay. Yeah, all right, all right. All right, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Hit the 6. Hit the 6. Oh, you fuck. Hit the 6. Oh, my God. His 6 now is on the loose. All right, so I've definitely got to hit his 2 out of there. All right, let's see how this works. I was really hoping that black would have hit that 6, but it didn't. Oh, fucking... Blue didn't even get a card. Oh, my God, he's going to be able to kill blue. Yep. You better kill blue.
Get him out of the way.
No, he's going to kill blue and get a trade. He's going to take a trade. He's going to kill blue. He's going to kill blue and get another trade. And then probably kill me. Yeah, he got 8, so now he's got 22. Then he'll get the 10 trade. Please accidentally split. Ah, dang. If he'd accidentally left all of his troops over there, that would have been funny.
You would have felt much better about life.
Oh, he put all 10 over there. He put all 10 over there. Oh, we need to clear. We need to clear red out of my side big time. Although we need this black to move down into the way. Where's it going? Is it going up here? No, it's going down here. Okay. So I have to hit a 2, a 3. A 2, 1, 1. Split down and hit a 3. Man, that's not going to work. Where was second floor hall? Oh, that was down there. Okay. So, here's what we need to do. We need to do this. We need to put this 22 right here and then just leave it. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Okay, like that. Like that. That's our best move for right now.
Just a few seconds. Okay.
That's basically the best I can think of to do.
Okay.
We only had radios and people on the roof on fire watch for Everett. The city didn't have any way to communicate with the fire departments. Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, you just had, like, people chilling on the roof, like, looks like the fire department's driving around out here, guys.
More along the lines of, I see smoke over here approximately.
I think more of the, like, I see emergency vehicles. We better get ready. Maybe. Oh, where's black going? Black's going over there.
The smoke has just been vicious up here in the evenings.
Between
the calcite.
It was brutal when we were over in Wenatchee.
Oh yeah, that's even closer to. Yeah, it's been bad. My neighbor, the neighbor with the garbage chicken adventuring dog, refuses to walk down the hill to my cabin. She wants me to drive up the hill to pick her and her son up. I'm like, wouldn't even be a full city block. But there are things in the grass. I'm like, do you know where you move?
That's weird.
Oh, I'm gonna kill her.
Is she afraid of walking because there's like snakes or something?
Not snakes. She told me that she's fine with snakes.
Hmm.
We have 6 verified bears up here right now. 3 teenagers, 2 moms, and 2 cubs.
Uh-huh.
3 cubs. And then there's been a mountain lion that's been caught on trail cams like 3 or 4 times in the last couple of weeks. So she is absolutely certain that she is being stalked between her cabins, which are literally just above my property on the road. They're uphill from me.
Uh-huh.
Between there and my cabin, she's certain that something is going to stalk her. Like, you have a horse that is in maybe a 20-foot square corral. That's what the cougar's going to go for. It can't run. It's
Right.
basically hanging out doing nothing.
Yeah.
You are much to, you and your 13-year-old son, much more effort than that cougar is interested in.
Right.
Trust me. Maybe the dog. That'd be the second choice, but not you guys. But no, she's... And my dog couldn't have gotten into your greenhouse. Well, here's a picture of her in the
Yeah.
greenhouse.
In the actively in the greenhouse.
Right.
Is this your dog?
Right. And she's a total sweetheart. I love her to death. All they have to do is, she just wants to be where her people are.
Right.
And they leave all day. I'm like, so.
Therein
I
lies
think
the
next
problem.
time- yeah, I think next time I find her on the property, I'm just going to put her in the back with mine, and
Mm-hmm.
she can wonder where her dog is gone and come and walk down the hill and get her.
Right.
Yeah, Everett's a pretty flat town as far as that goes. It's not
What's that?
out there building skyscrapers. Carson says they have the tallest building in the area.
Oh. I think you said it was a pretty black town, and I was like, what? No, you said flat. Okay.
No.
I was like, huh.
I'm not certain any part of Seattle could be labeled as black. Just, no.
I mean, it could be.
Well, not correctly. I have a friend who, I was living in South Park when she moved up from San Diego to stay with me, and I'm like, well, this is kind of the closest we get to Seattle's little barrio, sort of, slum area. It's not really a slum, it's just very low income and largely, Hispanic and Asian for whatever reason. And, you see lots of low rent apartments with evicting stuff out on the curb a lot and that kind of thing. It's just like, this is the bad part of Seattle. I've been living in Chula Vista all my life, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's Seattle is not a city in that sense of the word.
Right.
Not a big deal. So, yeah. Actually, really miss living in that area. It was a lot of fun. Watching the natives fish the Duwamish during season, and best street food ever around there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great year-round corn roasting truck that I spent way too much money at.
Oh shit, it's gonna hit my 13? Oh no, it went up that way. Spot's going crazy. Ooh. So I have a trade. Do we count on... Let's see. So I can go back here. Yeah.
So I'm surprised that Red has allowed the bots to remain in the game so long.
Well, I've been maneuvering around Red, and
I know.
they haven't been able to kill him. They'll probably kill Orange this turn, though. But I was hoping that this is too many splits for them to do. So they have to go here, 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 here. And like sort of newer players have real problems accomplishing that. So we'll see. Well, it looks like he's probably going to kill. Yeah, he looks pretty quick. Okay. So he's going to kill Orange, then he's going to kill Black.
Death to Saddam.
Oh no, maybe he's going to kill me first.
What a douche.
No. I was just hoping that he runs out of time. Let's see. Couldn't distract him.
Good try, though.
So this guy's definitely fast enough. Now he's going to kill Black. Put 40 here. Go up, kill Black. Trade again. Yeah. So I had a trade last turn, and I was kind of hoping that like he didn't have a trade because he had 4 cards, so the chances are. So having a trade when you have 4 cards, it's like 83% or something like that. So it's very, like, you know, the chances are very high that you're going to have a trade. But there are a lot of times when you have 4 cards and you don't have a trade. So I was like, hopefully he doesn't have a trade. Then I can trade next turn and kill. And because he had a 40 that was blocking Orange and Black. So I couldn't have killed either of them. Yeah, see, this is that same guy is playing the French Revolution, Zombie Apocalypse with bots. This would be the same guy. Watch. Yeah, Olin Lopez.
Well, all right. Now, are the bot games rated as well? Those.
What's that? I'm playing against other players. These are ranked games. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, these are ranked games on the 1v1 charts. So yeah, I start with 18 troops. I thought I started with 16, but it turns out I started out with 18. So like Black's got a 10 down here, Red's got a 9 right there. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about this zombie 7 behind me. So you can see how it's like super spawn dependent, right? And the reason I say that is like that 10 just hit my 3. Like I'm already down from 18 troops to 15 troops. And this 5 up here is trapped by this 5, this 6, and a 7 stack of zombies behind it. So there's like, what do I do with that? There's nothing I can do there. Like, I might be able to hit the zombies and get rid of them, but that ain't great. Luckily, I have a 6 here, which I'll be able to hit the 2. I'll get 3 troops, so I'll have an 8, but then... I get 4 troops. Okay. So I get a 10, but then he can see... He already has vision of, like, what I'm doing. Because he can already see what I'm doing.
Right.
And realistically, I want to get to this middle bonus. This middle bonus is by far the best. So now it's dependent on that roll, which I only lost 1 troop. Actually, here's a question I have. I wonder if I can roll down the zombies.
Rolling down when you're not guaranteed to win, but you can at least take out some of their troops.
No, you roll dice for dice every time, but you
Okay.
roll them exposed instead of letting the algorithm do the rolls for you. It's actually like randomly rolling dice. It takes time because the computer is actually like rolling them out, right? So that's what I was doing there. It's like, but it takes time. You have to sit there. It has to go through that animation. Has to go through that animation. Has to go through that animation. So it takes a lot of time to do it. But you actually see the rolls, and the actual rolls actually happen as you're watching, and you're only risking the attacking, or you're only risking the attacking troops that are defended against. Does that make sense? So like, if you're attacking, I can roll 3 dice, and the defenders can roll 2 dice, but the defenders win the tie. So if it's a 5 and a 5, like the defender wins that roll, and your attack is defeated, right? So you lose that troop. But it's the other way around with zombies. Zombies lose the tie because they're the undead. So they have the disadvantage.
There you go.
So that's why I was like, wait a minute. I wonder if I can roll the zombies down, and I don't know if the zombies have another territory. So if the zombies don't have a territory, it'll infect somebody, but they have another territory somewhere else, so it doesn't matter. But if all the zombies are killed off the map, it'll infect somebody
All of
else,
the players.
somebody's stack. Yeah.
Nice.
So my thought there is that like there's a 7 behind. Oh shit! It's gonna roll my 10. Oh, killed orange already. So the zombies will only roll your stack if they have double the troops, right? So the zombies will only attack you if they have double. So that's one of the things that's kind of interesting when navigating the zombies. Like, if you have a 10, that has to have 20 or 21 in order to roll and attack your territory. So, like right now, I have a 6 and a 5 on my border. So as long as I have double to that, or as long as I have, as long as that number's not double of what I have, then I'll be all right. But the zombie stacks don't defend very well, so that's the upside.
Right.
All right, so I have the middle bonus now. I only have 2 cards. The zombies are all over the place. They've already killed orange. Orange already got smoked by the zombies. My tactic of rolling down the zombies actually worked because it concentrated the zombies. It concentrated the zombies wherever they were at, so they attacked a bunch of territories. I got super lucky that it didn't roll my 10 in the middle. Otherwise, I'd have been totally screwed. Let's see. Red got 3. And they had an 8 over there, if I recall. They had an 8 over here in Northern Aquitaine. Oh, they have a 6. Are they going to roll my 6 and 7? Let's see. Yep. Oh my god, they just slammed it. It's balanced blitz. What are you doing, dude? That was crazy. He has another 6. And he lost 5. Okay. I'm going to give him this one. I'm going to give him the...
The
Like-
old keep up.
Like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck is going on? That's the crazy part. Like, I don't know what's going on in the fog. And the last 2 times I've played this guy, he's had stacks that don't make any sense, right? Like,
Right.
this time him having multiple stacks coming out. He had a 6 come up from down here. He had a 6 come from over there. So he had an 8 and an 8, but he also had an 8 over here. Like, it's all very, very, very suspicious. Like, honestly.
Right.
And the zombies just wiped me out of the middle. Yeah, the zombies are just fucking out of control. The zombies have already killed 2 people. The zombies killed me out of the middle. I'm not in the middle anymore.
Yep.
Red has to be wiped out. Red has to be on one territory somewhere. But like I said, he had an 8 over here, and he had 6s. So, I don't know. It's like, that's why I like playing these 1v1s. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? And also, from the standpoint of like, how is it that he's able to have so many troops? Like, it makes me suspicious of like, how does he have so many troops coming out of the fog? And I know that it's for people that want to cheat in this game, it's not that difficult to cheat. See, look, he has a 10 now. He had a 10 coming out of here.
Okay.
And he knows I'm over here and just came straight up and killed me, right?
Right.
So it's like, that's the thing. It's like, is this person cheating? Like, probably. Like, that's the reality at this point. I played 2 games with this person, and both of them were suspiciously coming out of the fog, right? So, I mean, is that person cheating? It's really difficult to say like, oh yeah, he is cheating, because this game won't really verify, because you have to self-report, right?
Right.
You're hoping that enough people self-report knowing that somebody else was cheating, that the company can then like look through the logs and be like, oh, this person was cheating, I'm going to ban him now. So it's like they don't have it automated to the point where like the game will self-recognize that somebody in the game is cheating, right? So it's pretty much it's pretty disappointing by that standpoint. Like playing a game like that, it's like, oh, wow, I really have the advantage, and then in one turn somehow,
Right. It's gone.
the bots, one bot had already been killed by the zombies. That guy came out of the fog with multiple 6s, right? And suicided them into me. Then the zombies hit me, which, okay, that happens. The zombies will kill you. But then he knew to come all the way up into the left-hand corner where he suddenly had a 10. By what metric did he have a 10? It doesn't make any sense that he would have a 10, right?
Right.
No, I'm not playing that. But either way, it's almost 1 o'clock, so never mind. I'm not going to play that.
Bummer.
But that's how it goes.
So,
When
Austin wants to know how long it'll take.
to set up an FX6. Hold on a second. Let me put my green screen up so I can go to a regular.
Right. We're gonna talk fish. It's got to be normal, Joel.
It's got to be normal. Well, I'm just
Mini
saying.
Joel.
If I go to the main screen, then it's just me on a green screen, and then somebody's gonna Photoshop dicks just flying into my mouth and whatnot. But I don't know. Maybe that would be good publicity if I let people do that. I don't know. Who knows? Guys, Photoshop dicks into my green screen face. I don't know. Who cares?
Very purple, and the wood is moved. Oh no, you're just backwards. Okay, there we go.
No, the wood has moved. That's different wood now. That's 1/4-inch wood. I don't know.
New and exciting wood.
It's moving. There's wood moving all around. But so an FX6, how long does it take to set up? Well, first off, there's going to be a lot of variance with how your tank is already set up. Realistically, probably 2 hours. I mean, just to fiddle with everything, get it unpackaged, get all the bits and bobs and shit out of there, get it set up, get it primed. They're pretty easy to set up. I mean, as far as like following the instructions and stuff, it's really, start at step 1 and work your way through the book. assemble the things, look at the parts. It's like putting together a Lego kit, you know. They're very intuitive. There's not any part where they're trying to trick you. I kind of wish there was, because that would make it like more exciting to set them up. Where they're like, oh fuck, hey, they tried to trick me again, and I got them. Figured them out. They can't trick me.
Why IKEA does the directions it does.
It's probably it. Actually, that probably is why they're like, yeah, let's keep it exciting. As long as they keep it exciting, you know, if they keep it exciting and then people are like getting in fights, you know, then they're happier once it's finished, right? That's how that works. They're like, oh, finally! Oh, look at this! It's great. It's finally done. But yeah, as far as the FX6 goes, I mean, I would honestly, you know, give yourself 2 hours probably to realistically get it set up and running, and then sit there and kind of watch it for a while too. But yeah, I wouldn't expect more than 2 hours. But I mean, if you brought it home in the afternoon and you kind of had the whole evening to work on it, it should be plenty of time. Not a big deal. The one thing that I would take into consideration is make sure that you have some seasoned media ahead of time before adding any new bigger filter. Oh my god, there's a giant fly in here. Holy fuck. That was Brundlefly. Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum's flying around in here. This is like a fucking horsefly or something. I don't know. The thing's huge. It's a wombat. Yeah, so what I would honestly want to do first is get some seasoned media. So open up the FX6, find the whatever stone media it happens to have in it. It's probably going to be the Fluval centered type. Let's see what, let's see. Fluval F. Oh my god, can I spare a dime for ad blocker? No, you fucking... Fluval FX6 filter media. Which one does it have in it? I can't remember which one it does. That's right. It has the foam pads, but where's the?
I was gonna say I don't recall seeing any whenever I've seen unboxing of them. I think it's the little, just the little balls.
Yeah, oh, doesn't it just have the bio balls? No, it has the bio FX in it, I think.
Does it? Okay.
I think it does. I mean,
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen an unboxing of them. I tend to skip past that. I'm usually looking to see what people are doing with
I mean, admittedly, it's been a while since I've messed with an FX6. I've set up a bunch of them, but I swear it has the Bio FX, right, in it. I think it does. I mean, if it has the Bio balls,
that being its name.
that giant fly. Oh my god, this fly is crazed. I mean, I had all the doors open today, so it does beg to reason that a giant fly would fly in here. Duh. He must have been stuck behind the green screen. I haven't seen him until I put the green screen up. All of a sudden, he came flying out. He's very excited.
Turned into Brindlefly.
Yeah. Oh, I want to show you the. Here's the new. There's a new feature up here. I got to show you. I wonder if I can just do it via the camera.
We like new features.
Do I need control?
Typically.
No, control or alt. I don't remember. Oh, it's alt. There's a new. See, I got to figure out how to get this on screen, but you can see it up here in the corner. Whenever this comes onto screen for you. I got a crow. I got a raven up there now, made out of metal.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I got it from my mom. I stole it from her house. Because she was, her company is Crow Homes or whatever, or something.
Okay.
I forget. Crow Home Design something. I don't know, which is weird because I was like, "You're stealing my namesake," and she's all like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "My YouTube channel is Corvus Oskin." She's like, "I don't know what that means," and I'm like, "It's Latin for fucking blackbirds. Like, what's wrong with you?" And then she's like, "I didn't know your YouTube channel was named that," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I've had a fucking YouTube channel for 16 years now, and you don't even know what it's called?" Okay,
And
thanks,
you've
Mom.
been on it a few
Thanks,
times?
Mom. Thanks, Mom.
Well,
Fuck.
that's what parents are like.
The biggest fan. The biggest fan. But Austin, new local Austin. I don't know if your name is Austin or if you live in Austin or what. Back to your FX6 question here. The main thing that you want to do is make sure you have some media that is seasoned already. You want to have some biomedia that has been running through a filter in a cycled aquarium. You want to have some of the sponge, some of the bio balls, some of the something to help populate your beneficial bacteria to all the plastic parts that are inside the FX6, because that's going to be the big break-in period. You have all this surface area that's super clean and doesn't have any bacteria growing on it yet, exposed to the water column. So the main thing that you would want to focus on there at the beginning is making sure that you can expand your biological, the bio load, essentially. People always call it the bio load, but you want to basically expand the colony of bacteria to start to cover all of that extra surface area that you're adding to your aquarium and populate it super quickly. And the easy way to describe that in like non-scientifically, right, from just experience, any kind of piece of plastic, like it's a pipe, like it's an aquarium filter, like anything that's underwater, the first moment that you put it underwater, it still feels like tactilely. It still feels tactile, right? Like you can grip it. It's only been under the water for an hour. It hasn't changed at all. But you leave something underwater for like 2 weeks, now it's all slimy and shit, right? And essentially what it is just bacteria is growing on that surface underneath the water, right? That's the easiest way to explain it. Yes, it is more complicated than that, but that's the easy way to explain it. And you want to jumpstart that as quickly as you can, because it will have a tendency to change your water conditions with just swapping that filter, and or leave your old filter on there running at the same time. You can do that. Let it run for like 72 hours, something like in that range, and then take the old filter off. It's going to be especially different if you have no filter on a tank and suddenly add a FX6 to it. You definitely want to, at the very least thing that you could do is get some of the bottled bacteria, like API makes some. I hear Fritz's is okay. But yeah, that's basically what the best little steps that I could give you. But just give yourself some time to familiarize yourself with the parts, put them together, follow the booklet. There's a mammoth fly in here. That thing is unbelievable. It's like incredibly distracting. I mean, it's a huge fly.
You have an extra cut.
It's breaking the sound barrier. I don't know what's going on. He's buzzing around like a fucking helicopter in here. But it is 1 o'clock, and I do have to go to bed. 1 o'clock is the time where I say I have to go to bed. So that will be meow. Thank you for the hundreds and thousands of people coming out tonight and hitting the like button, and all these new patrons and all these new members. There's just so many of them. I can't even list them all off. That's just how many there are. So lots of big support. And Amazon says I'm a new member of some Amazon influencer program. So I don't know what this is, but I've automatically become an influencer.
Yeah, you.
I don't know what that means, but you guys clearly are not buying enough stuff through the Amazon affiliate link. to make that even a real thing. But they sent me an email and said, I'm an influencer now, officially. Welcome to the new influencer program or whatever. So it makes no sense because we've sold one thing this month, I think. Did I accidentally close the window? I believe I accidentally closed the window. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. How many things? Oh, no. Scratch that. We've sold 2 things this month.
Double.
Some isolation board dividers and some wall hooks, apparently, for somebody's wall hooks. Yeah,
He's
wall
hooking
hooks.
on the wall.
Let's check last month. Maybe last month was like just totally wild. No, we sold 20 items last month.
Oh, all right.
20 items last month. So maybe we are influencers now. I don't know what that means. It equals $20.19. So maybe not. Maybe not.
Do they give it to you as actual dollars or Amazon credit?
It's Amazon
Spend
credit.
your money here. Of course
Yeah.
it is.
Although somebody bought some roof tape, some Pyrex,
Oh, glass. Nice.
a shrimp net. Somebody bought a shrimp net. Fucking baller on a budget. Love it.
An actual aquarium item.
It's actually mostly aquarium items, believe it or not. Pipe fittings, shrimp net, magnetic cleaner, Pyrex, which is probably a fish person, to be honest. The roof tape stands out as something not fish related, but maybe.
Right.
Penplex Cascade canister filter,
Come on.
silicone roof patch, 2 gallons. So that probably ties in with the roof tape. So probably not fish related, or maybe not. Maybe somebody's making a pond. Maybe bought 2 gallons of roof silicone and some tape, and they're making some kind of pond. I don't know. An
Maybe
American
they're doing
flag.
RV.
Somebody bought an American flag. CO2 inline CO2 diffuser. A slimline aquarium filter. So yeah, almost everything's aquarium related. And then somebody bought a GTX, RTX 4060.
Oh,
We need to make more sales like that because that's $13 of the commission.
yeah, I should say, therein lies the catch.
That's the one item that's worth $13 of commission. Everything else is worth $7.
Combined.
Yeah. Last quarter. Let's go the full quarter. Apply. It's not very good because the last quarter totaled $26. So most of it was last month with somebody ordering a video card. But nobody ordered anything weird. I was expecting some people to order some dildos or something off of here, and I haven't seen anything weird like that. Although somebody did buy some underwire bras, you know.
Okay.
So that maybe that's
Oh,
maybe it was a dude. Maybe it was a cute dude. Who knows?
he just needs more support for his moves.
Yeah, moob support.
Support.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Anyhow, we're an influencer now, guys. We're influencing.
I'm curious about the American flag. That's apparently there's that all that political talk actually does lead to something.
Well, it made somebody order a flag, and then they're just
That's
letting their freak flag
Their-
fly.
American freak flag fly.
I'm interested in finding said flag again. Hold on, I want to find the actual flag. Last month? No, this month. We went this month. Okay, hold on. It was recent for our $1 in sales. Oh no, it was last month. Okay, fuck. I fucked this up. Last month. Hey man, I pushed last month. Like, do what I say, computer. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna. Oh, I thought. Okay, that's not how much it was. Down here is how much it was. It's $9.99, guys. So
that was a cheap flag. It must
Yeah.
not have been a full-size flag.
it's 3 feet by 5 feet.
Wow.
So
All right.
guaranteed made in China. I would say it's got to be. Which is just the irony. The irony is just so.
That was why it was funny. That's
Oh,
great.
maybe it. No, it does not say American made. Let's see. American flag, outdoor. See, this one down here says made in America and it's 1689. So that might be the difference. Where is this manufactured? Proud to be an American.
Oh, God.
I live my life for free. How's that song go? How's that song go?
I think that was it. I don't want to stand up.
Yeah. We got to stand up. We got to make them proud. It doesn't say where it was made. It doesn't say where it was made.
That's the nickname they seem to be settling on for.
What's that?
Oh, the nickname they seem to be settling on for Waltz is Tampon Tim.
Oh, yeah. I saw some stuff about that where people were like, so you're telling me that there's a grown man who understands that getting tampons can be extremely difficult for somebody who's extraordinarily poor and or like parents won't buy them for them or blah blah blah, and thusly pass some legislation to make sure that there were tampons available for poor people to use, and somehow this is supposed to be an insult? Like,
well, because you put them in the boys' bathrooms, you know.
uh-huh. Do you
I see your flag.
by the way, should they be making laws that are only advantaged to one sex?
No, they should
Or
not.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, men are being oppressed, right? The white man's being oppressed. The white man's being dramatically oppressed, and the ladies are all getting all the rights. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. It would make sense that if you're making something available, that you should make it available to everybody. And you know what? Maybe there's some guys out there that have a little bit of leakage, and maybe they need something that can help them with that.
The guy on the Daily Show was my favorite. He's like, maybe he wants to take two of them, stick them in his nose, and pretend he's a walrus.
Right.
Because he's 13.
Maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing.
Rip it off the wall and flush it down the toilet. Because he's 13.
Right. Well, you know, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't understand the conservatives where they would be like, oh, you want to make things advantaged to a certain group, you know? And it's like, okay, well, then let's make it advantage to everybody. And then it's like, well, we're going to make fun of you now, you know? And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, what? You know?
It's
like,
the only thing they can find.
Right.
So.
Which is the, you know, the funny... Which the funny thing was is that, like, I think Crash Override mentioned it earlier today, was, you know, he brought up the point that was like, well, he served during Operation and during Freedom. He was never deployed and retired to focus on his congressional career, which there are multiple points there which I have an issue with. Like, he was deployed. He didn't get deployed to, like, the front lines of a war zone. Okay. But he served for 24 years. He didn't retire to focus on his congressional career. He was a teacher the whole time also. So like he retired because he had been in for 24 years, and in the military, once you've been in for 20 years, you're eligible for full retirement regardless. Like 20 years is the point that you're supposed to retire. So if the argument is that like, well, he retired from the military after 24 years, he technically, not only did he stay his full amount of time, he stayed an extra 4 years because he did 24 years, right?
Right.
And you're like, well, he didn't go fight on the front lines. And you'd be like, okay, neither does the stenographer.
The general or the. Right.
No, I'm saying like neither does the stenographer. Neither does
Right.
the chef. Neither does the motor pool, right? Like there are tons of military jobs where you aren't actively in a bunker or a foxhole with your rifle shooting at the enemy, right? Like there's shitloads of jobs in the military that you're not on the front lines, right? So if that's somehow like a criticism of him, like, well, he wasn't on the front lines. And it's like, first of all, you don't write your own
Deployment papers.
well, your own mission. You don't write, you don't assign yourself to do whatever you want in the military. Like they tell you where to go and you go do it,
Right.
So it's like he wasn't writing his own deployment, like, yeah, there's a name for it, but I can't think of the word right now because it's late. But, you don't write your own orders. There we go. You don't write your own orders. You obey the chain of command, the orders that are given to you. You go do them. Unless they are go against the Geneva Convention or against our Constitution or, but no one's questioning the constitutionality of the actions that he was doing. They're questioning whether or not he was in a foxhole in
Desert Storm, Afghanistan, or.
well, no, I think
Iraq
it's
or
probably I think it's probably more the metric for them is like the Battle of the Bulge, right? Like
Oh, okay.
you'd have to be in the forest of what is it, Bayonne or whatever it's called? What's the forest there?
Right. It is. Bayonne is right.
What was that fuck? It's Bayonne, right?
Yeah.
The
The
Ardennes?
Black Forest.
Yeah, the Ardennes or the Bayonne, right? Or what? Yeah. So like, I think that's the metric. Is that like you have to somehow be a World War II hero,
Right, to be considered a vet.
yeah, to be considered like, oh, that's an actual veteran. It's like, yeah, but that veteran's 120 years old. So we have a slight problem here because you said 81 was too old, but the guy that's turning 79 is not too old. So very confusing, right?
Right.
Which is weird because, like, if Donald Trump was elected, he would be the age that Biden is now that they're saying is too old.
Right.
Right?
When he took off. Yep.
No, he would be in office and be as old as Biden is in office, right?
Right.
Which is the funny thing. There's that giant fly. I'm telling you.
I saw it this time. I've seen it twice now.
Oh my God. I need a fly swatter. I don't even have one. I'm gonna have to craft a fly swatter. Fire up the saw! Fire up the saw! Let's go! We need some lumber.
Fire up the saw and let's blow the power again.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was kind of at wit's end earlier today with this GFI popping. I have GFIs all around this house. I have other GFIs in this room. Like all the circuits in here are on GFI because there's water, hence water, right? So it's crazy. None of the other ones are tripping. Nothing weird is happening. Just right here with the computers. So my guess is it's something to do with the computers.
Right.
But when everything was unplugged, it still was happening. So I don't know. That was my guess. Was like maybe it's one of these power strips or something. But I don't know. Just like, so I just took the GFI out and replaced it with non-GFI outlet. I'm like, if we fucking die, we die. This is too crazy.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just the electrical
So.
death, no big deal.
Yeah. But either way, It was an exciting day. Everyone's excited. They love it so
I
much.
see that. Did you ever get enough power to build something? Or use the saw in question?
Oh, I was using the saw the whole time. I kept popping this
Okay.
GFI over here.
Oh, I knew that. I just didn't know if it caused
No, it
you
was,
to go and try to figure it out. Rather, you do tend to go off down rabbit holes pretty easily. So
why would you say that?
I don't know. How many times do you Google in a live stream?
I'm in a fucking live stream, you son of a bitch. God damn it.
Son of a bitch. I'm a
God.
daughter of a bitch, motherfucker.
Well, that's how you know it's not
I
true.
know. I see.
Yeah, that's how it is with jobs. There's always like, you demo a wall and it's like, what the fuck is this? Oh, well, I guess we got to fix that. But it just kept popping this GFI over here and turning off the computer. So it's like, I'd come over here and try and do some of my admin shit that I've been trying to get done. And then I would go back outside because basically the sun came out today. It was about 88 by the midday. It's pretty warm out
Right.
today. So I was like, I'll come inside and I'll go answer these emails and shit and try and get this stuff sorted out. And then I'll go back out, come in and get some ice water or whatever. And, computers are all off. Oh, fuck. Go to climb under there, pop the GFI,
Right.
turn everything back on, wait for it to load up, And I'm like, well, this is fucking crazy. What is going on here? So I switched the GFI outlet to I replaced it to a GFI. Like I was like, oh, maybe the GFI is just faulty and it's just tripping. Well, the other one just did the exact same thing, even though I'm getting exactly 120 volts. Everything's reading fine. Nothing's weird. Every outlet is wired properly. I double checked them, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's weird, but it's something is sending a little bit of voltage back through,
The wrong way.
and it's causing that to freak out that GFI over here. I even went into the panel and tightened, retorqued everything down in there. I'm like, what else do you want right now? So, because it wasn't doing this before. It wasn't doing this before. So, just out of the blue, like, well, doing that now. And as far as I know, like, the wires don't grow and connect to each other in the walls, but maybe that's happening. So, who knows? Maybe they're growing. Somebody fertilized them. Speaking of growing, the bees are growing like fucking crazy. So, yeah, I gotta build a new thing. I gotta build a new bee stand for them
Nice.
at some point. But there's a big hill right there. When I say a big hill, I mean a mound of dirt with grass growing on it, and I gotta dig that out first. And then Vicky's like, "Why don't we get a tractor?" And I'm like, if we get a tractor here, then I got to spend all day getting a tractor, unload the tractor, come out here, dig all this stuff up. Then I'm sure there's 10 other things she'd want me to dig up if the tractor was here. Then I'll have fucking piles of dirt everywhere. Then where am I going to put the piles of dirt? I ain't got nowhere to put the piles of dirt. And I'm going to have a bigger pile of dirt. I have a giant pile of dirt out front, by the way. I'm that neighbor. And I'm like, where are we going to put the dirt? And she's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. We need a place to put the dirt. So it's a laundry list of dumb things amongst all of the other things I gotta keep doing. So, this is what it is.
Did you ever figure out what that neighbor's flag was?
Yes, it's the Take No Prisoners flag. It's Take No Prisoners or what is it? Take No Prisoners, no what is it? No, what's that called? Hold on, I can find it. It's no quarter given.
No quarter. There you go.
It's the no quarter given flag. No quarter during military conflict implies that combatants would not be taken prisoner but killed. Since the Hague Convention of 1899, it is considered a war crime. It is also prohibited in customary international law and by the Rome Statute. The Hague, sorry, did I say Hague? Hague.
You
Hague
did say hog.
I said hog, fat hogs, big, juicy, bacon-filled hogs. And just bite them and eat them, but their skin's really tough, so you have to murder them first and bleed them out, and then you got to cut them up, and then you got to take them and you got to stick them in the oven for a while, and you got to render that fat down, and then you got to take it out, and then you got to score it, and then you got to put it in the smoker, and then like leave it in the smoker for about 8 hours, and then take it back out, and then take that fat that you rendered off of it, and then you take that and you put it in the blender with some eggs, and you make yourself fucking delicious mayonnaise out of the bacon fat, and people call it aioli. Then you take the aioli and you put that on the baguette, baguette, and then you take that rendered pork and you stick that right on top of there, and then you put a bunch of onions on top of it, and then you put some chiffonade of cabbage, carrots, peppers, but they got to be like a fancy pepper, like one of those weird Japanese peppers, like what are those little Japanese pickled peppers? Hold on. Japanese pickled peppers. I don't know how to type right now. What are those fucking things called? Sukimono. Yeah. Sukimono? Is that right? Sukimono. Sukomono?
Nary a rabbit hole to be found.
It's like a Japanese Asian pickled peppers, but I thought they were Japanese. They say they're Korean, but that's horseshit.
I would expect that to be Korean, not the.
Shishito. That's what we need. Shishito.
Shishitos. Okay.
Shishito. Shishito. That's right. Shishito. Peppers. Quick and easy. Yeah, the shishitos on there with the bacon aioli and the pork on the bun. But it's got to be like a fresh baguette. Like it can't be like some trash baguette you bought from the store. It's got to be a legit baguette. You know what I'm talking about? And and that pork sandwich, you stuff that right in your mouth hole. You know what I'm talking about? You just cram it in your old cheese and bread hole. Eat it up, and you'll probably fucking take a nap after. I think that's the reality, is that you're going to be like horizontal afterwards, but you're going to love every minute of it. It's going to be delicious.
And then your neighbors are going to kill their enemies on
Yeah.
your lawn.
And the reality is the point that we were initially talking about was the Hague Convention says it's a war crime to have no quarter given, right? So my neighbor is apparently flying the no quarter given flag, which, as we've determined here quickly and effectively, that over the last 125 years for at least, that's been a war crime. So I got a neighbor that's advocating for war crimes with his flags that he's got flying around out of his house. Yeah.
Against who?
The libs, the liberals, the bad people. Yeah. Well, he has I didn't take any other pictures of his flags because all of the other ones are very self-descriptive. There's one that says fuck Joe Biden, but it doesn't say FJB. It says fuck Joe Biden. There's another one that says elect Trump, make liberals cry again. And there's another one that's something bullshitty like that. Yeah, he's like very noisily telling the neighbors that like I don't want to be friends with anybody, right? Like everybody go fuck yourselves, basically, right? You know, and that's kind of the vibe that it's putting off, you know. And that's the weird problem is that like it's 2024. You have access to like all the information. Like earlier today, we're anytime I stream, as you mentioned, I will look up whatever the fuck comes up. Where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Let's look this up and let's jog my memory of my brain having way too much crap stuffed into it, and it bleeds out of my ears when I'm asleep. And we constantly look things up, and this person has the exact same access that I do to at any point in time. You know, gathering an opinion,
Right.
finding opinions from other people, like finding information, right? And yet somehow
into the
thinks
data.
that that's like the appropriate behavior, to be like presenting that to the rest of the neighborhood, right? You know, and then supposedly being like, I'm the Christian guy who's I got morals and I got scruples and I got all this and that and the other thing, right? Because he has the big the Christmas tree flag. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
was gonna say, is that flag there? Yep.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got that Christmas tree flag, which
Whatever it is. Yeah.
what's it? I don't know what it's called.
Not Cry to Heaven, but something similar to that. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts now. But you'll look it up and then I won't have to care.
In the 2020s, the flag was flown at events attended by various far-right groups, including the Christian Nationalists and the Christian Nationalist strand of Donald Trump's Stop the Steal movement. It's this one. It's the tree flag. I think they're just calling it the tree flag.
It's the one that Clarence Thomas's wife flew
Yeah.
off of their vacation home in South Carolina.
Yeah, and it says an appeal to heaven. It turns out that and from an article here, it says it turns out that I had encountered an attempted revival of the Ichthus Music Festival, founded in 1970 as a Christian response to Woodstock. Ichthus went strong through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Never got quite as big as the Creation Festival in Pennsylvania, but at its height, the 3-day festival hosted tens of thousands of attendees and upwards of 100 bands, including Petra, Charlie Peacock, Switchfoot, Newsboys, Stephen Curtis Chapman, and Jars of Clay. Oh, wow.
I've seen 2 of those bands, unfortunately.
Until by the 2010s, however, flagging interest and financial difficulties doomed Ichthus. Until perhaps now, someone is trying to revive it. And as the flags flew, some bands I didn't know practiced on stage, and a few dozen milled about on the grass. When I got home, I did a quick Google search of tree on flag, and there it was. The tree flag, or the appeal to heaven flag, really was a thing, and offered a big fat clue as to the nature of this evangelical iteration of Ichthus. The tree flag originated in the revolutionary era after the British governor of the New Hampshire colony restricted the harvest of all white pine trees with more than a 12-inch diameter. The trees, he said, were to preserve for making masts for the Royal Navy. He granted the surveyor of the King's Woods authority to monitor all sawmills and mark all large trees with a broad arrow mark. The fine for violating this order was £5, and any lumber made from these large pine trees was to be given to the King of England. Many colonists did not like this law after one mill owner was fined in 1772. A group of other millers assaulted the sheriff sent to arrest him. They gave him 1 lash with a tree switch for every tree the mill owners had been fined for. Moreover, these protesters cut the ears, manes, and tails off of the sheriff's horses and led them out of town as residents jeered. Almost 2 years before the Boston Tea Party, the so-called Pine Tree Riot was a striking act of colonial resistance. Some say that the earliest iteration of the tree flag flew at the Battle of Bunker Hill in 1775. Indeed, you can barely make out a faint green pine tree in the upper left-hand corner of John Trumbull's The Death of General Warren at the Battle of Bunker Hill in 1775. more definite accounts suggest that the tree flag appeared in a squadron of 6 small naval vessels under the command of General George Washington in October 1775. It was delicious irony for the rebels to fly a pine tree atop the very kind of vehicle the British wanted to harvest pine trees for. Holy shit, this is fucking insane.
Yeah. And because Washington put, they're going to tie it back to, this is why we're a Christian nation. Because Washington flew this flag.
Oh, okay, here you go. So later in the article it says, indeed, the tree flag is almost perfect representation of Christian nationalism, especially in its history to valorize violence. Says Andrew Whitehead, author of Taking America Back for God, Christian Nationalism in the United States. Christian nationalism really tends to draw on kind of an Old Testament narrative, a kind of blood purity and violence where the Christian nation needs to defend against the outsiders. It really is identity-based and tribal, where there's an us versus them. Locke's second treatise, for example, was an appeal to heaven, using a biblical figure, Jephthah? I don't know who Jephthah was, who led the Israelites into battle against Ammon. Huh.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know
Yeah.
that.
Ridiculous. Yeah, so it's but the bigger part is that like that type of like extreme antisocial behavior, like just from the standpoint of it like at the point that we're at, right? Like in the evolution of humanity and like the fact that it's 2024, all
Right,
information
and we're
is
still-
available to you, and yet there's a guy who's just doing this and is just like, yeah, this is normal. And it's like, by what metric
Right.
is this normal? Like at all?
And you're stuck living next door to him.
He's quite a ways away. You gotta walk away over
Okay,
there.
that's it. All right.
It's in a different neighborhood. You gotta walk over there.
All right.
We were over there
You
garage sailing
Oh.
because there were a bunch of
Oh,
signs
isn't
that said there were a garage sale, but not at that guy's house. He wasn't having a garage sale. That would be social behavior.
That's right.
Yeah.
We
All right,
don't
dude.
sell our
It's
Bibles here.
it's like 1:30. You're fucking my life up now.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
No.